Hi, we're Gary and Carla Newton from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Now, you've both been traveling about 10 or 11 days around Tunisia. You want to share a little bit about your
Carla?
excursion?
I certainly do, because it's been one of the most extraordinary journeys I can remember in a long time. And I have certainly spent a lot of time traveling throughout Africa as well as the Middle East. And even though I've seen extraordinary patrimony in places like Syria and Turkey, I must say that little Tunisia can totally hold its own in terms of the archaeological and historical layers that I have seen throughout the country. You know, both good and bad for Tunisia. It was a crossroads for many, many centuries, and unfortunately, people have been buried through the layers of archaeology here. But for someone like me as a tourist to be able to come and unravel those layers through the museums, through the mosaics in situ as well as in the museums, to see the wonderful architecture that I have not seen in other places, like the Casbah, the fortifications, the ribats, the monasteries, the unusual nature of how beautifully these structures still stand as a monument to the Phoenicians, to the Byzantiums, to the Romans, to the Vandals, to the Ottoman Empire. It goes on and on and on. I have such a new vocabulary as a result of traveling through this country. What do you think?
Well, I thought the combination of the historical sites, some of the best Roman ruins we'd ever seen, and the hospitality of the hotels and the people was just terrific. The resorts are wonderful, and unfortunately, because of the way the media puts out the news on Tunisia, they're very underutilized, which makes it very easy as a tourist. The food and the restaurants were great. The transportation and the roads were great. And really the combination of the security that they had as you got out towards the border and was excellent. And also the markets are very friendly, and the merchants are not aggressive or unwelcoming. So we had a great time.
And how were people responding to you, both as Americans when they hear you're Americans, but just in general as far as receiving you?
They were, when they would hear our English, they would ask if we were British, and usually they would say, "Are you British?" And we would say, "No, Americans." And they seemed delighted that Americans were coming and to get to talk to us.
So many people were very explicit once they heard you were from America. They literally wanted to thank us for coming. And they said, Tunisians love America because America has helped us, helped Bourguiba when he first became the president here in Tunisia. And they have not forgotten the lessons of American help. And as a result of that, those lessons are being demonstrated. And there are so many countries of the world where you don't have access in conversation with the people. You cannot be a stranger in Tunisia because they want to talk to you. They want you to love their country. And as a result, you fall in love with the graciousness, the hospitality factor. It's just been marvelous from the moment we set foot on this country. And we're very sorry you're leaving. I really think that we weren't here long enough. 10 days is not enough time to see the highlights of this country. We should have stayed longer.
And it would be great if they found ways of putting mufflers on all these vehicles so it was a little quieter. Of course, the media paints a picture that has kept many tourists away. Can you comment on how you felt security was, how you felt in terms of your own comfort traveling around?
Well, I may have been oblivious, but I don't think so. I felt totally comfortable. I felt like I could wander anywhere in the evening, early morning, take pictures everywhere we went. And by the way, this is the first culture I've been in where every single time I asked for a photograph, these gracious people were more than willing to sit and allow me to take even more than one shot. They didn't mind at all. I do know that the internal security here in Tunisia knew we were here because all tourists are registered here in the country. They make sure they know where we are as we're driving in the country. They actually have a security detail, as I understand it, in the cities where we toured. They're very discreet. I didn't know that they were there until later, but they want to make sure that there is absolutely no feeling of insecurity as one wanders through this beautiful country, and that's the way I felt, totally secure.
Well, we really appreciate that you've come to Tunisia, and thank you for all that you've shared, and for traveling around and enjoying yourself, and hopefully you'll inspire others to feel comfortable and to come to Tunisia.
We've enjoyed it.
It's been fabulous.
Thank you.